Hello, foreigner level 3 students. Our lesson for this week is what time is it? So let's start. The objectives of this lesson are: we'll be able to create a dialogue in Arabic language, practice asking for and telling about time, creating simple sentences in Arabic language, and forming ordinal numbers, which is a grammatical objective. The first objective of our lesson is to create a dialogue in Arabic language about the topic, what time is it? So here we're going to learn how do we ask about time and how to respond to this question. Here there's a dialogue between two persons. Callum asks Heidi, "Excuse me, what time is it?" Excuse me means, as we know, afwan. What time is it? Here what means kam. Why? Because the answer will be in a number form. So whenever the answer to a question is a number form, what means in Arabic? Kam. What time is it? So kam الساعة. Heidi says it's 6:30. It's, as we know, means إنها or إنه. But here we say إنها because we're talking about a الساعة which ends with تا مربوطة as a feminine. 6 is سادسة, 30 is 1/2, which means it's a 6.5. So half means نصف. Callum asks Heidi, "Do you know when the bus arrives?" This is a yes or no question. So do means هل. No, we've taken this word before, means تعرف or تعرفين. But because Callum is talking to a feminine, it means تعرفين. When means متى. متى, which asks about time. Here the bus arrives. We have to start with arrives and then the bus because in Arabic language we shuffle the words. Arrives means تصل and bus means الحافلة. Heidi answers it arrives after 5 minutes. It arrives means تصل, after means بعد, 5 minutes, 5 means خمس, and minutes means دقائق. So whenever the minutes are 3 or above, it means دقائق. So تصل بعد 5 دقائق. Colin says to Heidi, "Thank you," which means شكرا. Now we're going to comment about certain keywords that the learner or we've learned from that dialogue. As we know, it arrives means تصل. So the bus arrives, we're talking about the bus, so we say it. It arrives means تصل. But if I'm talking about myself, I arrive, it means أصل. So it arrives, talking about something, it means تصل. If I'm talking about myself, that I arrive means أصل. What do we mean by 1 minute? 1 minute means دقيقة. So دقيقة means 1 minute or دقيقة واحدة. The bus arrives after 1 minute. As we know, the bus means الحافلة. Arrives, it arrives, الحافلة. تصل, after means بعد, and 1 minute means دقيقة. So الحافلة تصل بعد دقيقة. 2 minutes, the bus arrives after 2 minutes. 2 minutes is دقيقتان. We've learned before that to change from singular into plural, which is two, we need to add a and na. So دقيقة becomes دقيقتان as a rule. So 2 minutes is دقيقتان. The bus arrives after 2 minutes. So الحافلة تصل بعد دقيقتان. Now, what if we're talking about 3 minutes or above? The bus arrives after 5 minutes. 3 minutes or above, it's دقائق, which is the plural form, 3 or more. The bus is الحافلة. Arrives means تصل. After means بعد. 5 means 5 دقائق. Now, what do you mean by the word half in Arabic? Half in Arabic is النصف. So half in Arabic means النصف. In this slide, we're going to learn a grammatical lesson on how to form ordinal numbers. As we know, we have two forms of numbers, ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. What are ordinal numbers? Ordinal numbers tell you the order of things, like first, second, third. So we are talking here about the ordinal as numbers. Arabic has different forms for the cardinal and ordinal number. Now, what are the cardinal numbers and what are the ordinal numbers? The cardinal numbers are the numbers like from 1 to 10. 1 means واحد, 2 means اثنان, 3 means ثلاثة, 4 means أربعة, 5 means خمسة, 6 means ستة, 7 means سبعة, 8 means ثمانية, 9 means تسعة, and 10 means عشرة. These are the cardinal numbers that we know. But what are the ordinal numbers? As we said, the ordinal numbers tells you the order of things. Ordinal numbers, when 1 is واحد, here 1 as an ordinal number, it's أول. The cardinal number, which is 2, اثنان, in the ordinal number, it's ثاني. 3 is ثلاثة, the ordinal number of it is ثالث or ثالثة. 4, the cardinal number of it is أربعة, here it's رابع or الرابعة. 5, it's خمسة, here as an ordinal number it's خامس or خامسة. 6 is ستة, here its ordinal number is سادس for the masculine and سادس for the سادسة for the feminine. 7 is سبعة, here سابع or سابعة. 8 is ثمانية, here it's ثامن or ثمانية. 9 is تسعة, here it's تاسع or تاسعة. 10 is عشرة, here it's عاشر or عاشرة. So these are the differences between cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. Now let's learn how do we change this cardinal number into an ordinal number, or how do we form ordinal number. So there is a special sound pattern for making the ordinal numbers from third to tenth. So here we're talking about numbers from third to tenth. First, let's look at the number 3. We know that 3 in Arabic means ثلاثة. It has here 3 root letters. We have the ثا, we have the la, and we have the la, ثا. So the cardinal number here is ثلاثة. Let's form the ordinal number of ثلاثة. All what you need is to attach a long a sound between the first 2 letters. The first 2 letters are ثا and la. So we add a long a between these 2 letters. Now it's ثالث. And a short I between the last letter. The last letter is ثا, so we put before ثا I, it becomes ثالث. So third is the third here. The ordinal number, it becomes ثالث or ثالثة for the feminine. So 3 is an ordinal. 3 is a cardinal number. To change it into an ordinal number, which is third, we add a long a before the first 2 root letters and a short I before the last letters, so it becomes ثالث for the masculine or ثالثة for the feminine. Now let's take 4. 4 is أربعة as a cardinal number. To make it ordinal, it's fourth. Here, what do? We have the R and B. We add a between the R and B, it becomes ra, b. And before the a, we add I. Before the a, it becomes rabi'. So applying the same rule as before, fourth is rabi', and for the feminine it's rabi'a. 5 is خمسة. Fifth is خامس or خامسة. 6 is ستة. 6 is سادس or سادسة. 7 is سبعة as an ordinal number, so 7th is سابع or سابعة. 8 is ثمانية, so 8th is ثامن or ثمانية. 9 is تسعة, so 9th is تاسع or تاسعة. 10 is عشرة, so 10th is what? Here we have the first root numbers A and S. So here we add an a long a between A and S. So it's, let's talk about its عشرة. What do? We have the first two root letters are a and sha. We need to add to the before the or between the first two letters a long a. It's a she. And now before the ra, which is the last root letters, we make a long sound. It becomes ashir. So it's ashir, which is 10th for the masculine, and ashira as a ta marbuta for the feminine. So this is the rule on how we form ordinal numbers, or how do we change a cardinal number into an ordinal number. As we know, the basic objective of our lesson was to ask about time and practice replying to the question, what time is it? As we know, what time is it means كم الساعة. If we say it's 5:30, it is إنها الساعة الخامسة. Here 5 means خامسة. Here we are applying definitely to the time the ordinal numbers. إنها الساعة الخامسة والنصف. As we know, half means 30. Now it's 5 o'clock. It means إنها الساعة الخامسة. It's 5:15. Now what do we mean by 5:15? إنها الخامسة. So we say here الخامسة, the fifth. والربع. So quarter means الربع. So in order to answer the question كم الساعة, first we take the ordinal number, which is, for example, it's 5:30. 5 means خامسة, and then we add wa, and after it we see what's the number after 5. It's 30, which means نصف. Let's say, for example, it's 6:30 or 6:15. 6 and 15 minutes, for example. 6 is السادسة, and then we add wa, and 15 means what? Quarter. إنها السادسة والربع. If we put instead of 15 30, we say إنها السادسة والنصف. If we don't have either 15 or 30, only we have 6, we say إنها السادسة or إنها الساعة السادسة, or in both ways are correct. Either we say إنها السادسة or we say إنها الساعة السادسة. After we created a dialogue about time, and after we learned certain keywords about time, and we learned how do we ask for and practice replying to the question, what time is it? And we learned how to form ordinal numbers. It's now the time to create simple sentences in Arabic language about time. Let's start. Here, excuse me, can I have a minute? Which means لو سمحت. Can I means ممكن. A minute means دقيقة. So the sentence is لو سمحت ممكن دقيقة. Give me a minute only, please. Give me, we know it's أعطني. We've taken this word before. A minute only. A minute is دقيقة. Only is فقط. Please. Either we say لو سمحت or we can say من فضلك. So instead of لو سمحت we can use من فضلك. So أعطني دقيقة فقط من فضلك. The third sentence. Where does this bus go? Where is asking about place, so it's أين. Does this bus? Bus, what does this bus go? Here we start with go. Go means تذهب. This bus means هذه الحافلة. So, as we know, we have this bus. Bus is الحافلة أنس وستة مربوطة, so we need to use هذه. So, إلى أين تذهب هذه الحافلة? The fourth sentence. When is your birthday? When is متى. So when you're asking about time, it's متى. Your birthday. Birthday is ميلاد. But because we're saying your birthday, متى عيد ميلادك. So when is your birthday? Birthday is عيد ميلاد. عيد ميلاد. But because we have your here, it becomes متى عيد ميلادك. We need to add to ميلاد a ka. So, the fifth sentence. Your friend came at 7 o'clock. Friend, we know it's صديق. We have your here, it becomes صديقك or صديقك. Came means what? أتى. At 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock here, at means في. 7 o'clock means الساعة السابعة. Or الساعة السابعة. So your friend came at 7 o'clock means صديقك أتى في الساعة السابعة. Let's assume your friend came at 3 o'clock. It means your friend, which is the female friend, صديقتك أتت. So if we say your friend as a female, it becomes صديقتك أتت, not أتى, أتت. We add to it T. أتت at 3 o'clock يعني في ساعة. 3 is الثالثة as an ordinal number. كم الساعة? It's what time is it? We know this. We will have a meeting at 3 o'clock. Remember we said when we have will in the future we need to add سوف or سا. We will have means يكون. We will have سوف يكون لدينا meeting اجتماع. في at is في 3 o'clock is الساعة الثالثة. So سوف يكون لدينا اجتماع في الساعة الثالثة. Let's again repeat this sentence. As we said, will means in Arabic سوف or سا. We will have means سوف يكون لدينا. A meeting means اجتماع. At means في. 3 o'clock الساعة الثالثة.